Life as a parent is nonstop. I'm so focused on keeping my family healthy that I barely have time to take care of myself. If this sounds like you, then you need to give Symbiotica a try. Symbiotica is a health and wellness company that empowers individuals to take ownership of their health with high-quality formulas and supplements crafted to boost energy, immunity, gut health, and more. Symbiotica's supplements are made with clean, natural ingredients, and they don't contain any toxins or artificial ingredients. Because they were designed for us, busy parents. They're quick and easy to take. Just a daily dose for your energy, immune system, and overall well-being. It's made staying consistent so much easier. And the best part? Symbiotica is having their holiday sale, so now's the perfect time to put your health in the driver's seat. Head to Symbiotica.com for 20% off with code GIFT20. That's CYMBIOTIKA.com with code GIFT20 for 20% off. Your health transformation journey starts now. Symbiotica Natural and Organic Supplements.
The following is a GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street production. You've discovered your link to GoPowerCat.com's PowerCat Overtime podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor, and it starts right now. Now, let's go to the WTC Gig-Powered Studios. Here's your host, GoPowerCat.com publisher, Tim Fitzgerald.
Welcome to the Overtime. It's your Friday Funcast podcast in which we take any question that you want to answer and we try to answer it, and then we add in some sound effects and try to make you laugh. Last week we talked about chicken. We talked about chicken until the chickens left home.
The chickens here have wonderful lives before we harvest them so you can eat them.
The chickens got bored by it. They're like, go ahead and kill me and eat me. I don't want to hear this anymore. That's how much chicken talk we had. I'm fascinated by the amount of food questions we get. What, the host is a little portly, so you just want to ask food questions. I feel triggered. I feel like it's about me.
Oh, yeah? Well, I challenge you to prove to me that I'm fat.
We're sponsored by The Fridge. I love The Fridge so much. I think right now, because of the app where I can pull in the parking lot and they put my order in the back of my car because it's already paid for, that app has made me love The Fridge even more than I knew possible. Aww. It's amazing. It's incredible. I love you, Fridge. Thank you for everything you do during this pandemic. Guys, how's you doing? How's your week been? Zach Carlson, Tim Fitzgerald, Ryan Gilbert. Did that way out of order. I'm Tim Fitzgerald. This is Zach Carlson that's going to speak right now.
Hooray!
Yeah, it's been all right. I took some NyQuil the other night and had a nice night's sleep. But wish I could have taken it earlier, but we had recruiting news that broke late because somebody on the West Coast decided to commit.
Oh, it's only 8 o'clock, 8:30 here. I'll commit. Yeah, that wasn't fun. I've been taking some CBD with melatonin to help me sleep, and it works. And so I wake up every morning now like, hey, let's go kick some ass. And that lasts about 30 minutes. Yeah. And then I'm done.
5-hour energy. That's what you need.
Get to the 5-hour energy. That helps me out for about 90 minutes. Get into some of my new X mode or whatever it is. I can't even read it now. X mode to go. Poured in my little bottle they gave me, and that'll get you going. Got new flavor coming. Gills, it's very exciting. When I discover new energy drinks, it is really monumental news. That's where I'm at in my life. Some people welcome children or maybe adopt another puppy. I find a new energy drink, and I'm just happier than hell. Gills, you're still muted. For God's sakes, Gills, unmute yourself, Gills.
Is that my cue? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. How you doing, Gills? You good?
I'm well. It's Wednesday. No. This gets posted on Thursday, yeah, but it's Wednesday. We're getting through the week, and yeah. Living life.
Are you participating in the reindeer games, the hijinks of Aggieville?
a little bit.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? Look,
I heard that cough.
Look, I want to be high and mighty about it, but I'd probably be doing the same if I was a 21-year-old kid in college. I don't know. Don't get the COVID. And if you do,
don't get the Rona.
Don't get the Rona. Don't get the symptoms. Now, they're now saying that this is amazing. The CDC's flipped on this. They say now that if you have been exposed to someone but are asymptomatic, like you don't have any symptoms, don't worry about it. What? That's radically different than what you were just telling us last week. So I think they're beginning to get a better understanding that particularly asymptomatic people aren't spreading it too much. But I'm telling you what, I know that there's people with symptoms that are like, I'll go to the bars. It's okay, and that's where it gets into trouble. But it really hasn't spread here like we've seen at North Carolina or other universities, as far as we know.
At least not yet.
Yeah. But we'll see when classes really get going. You're going to classes, aren't you?
Yep.
Wearing your mask?
I am. Yes.
You have to, don't you?
Yeah, you'll get kicked out if you don't have the mask on. So,
have you seen anybody get kicked out?
Every single person I've seen has had a mask on and been fully compliant. So, in Aggieville, maybe around some house parties, there's definitely some spreading. But on the campus, I think they're doing a really good job.
Well, viruses spreading in Aggieville and at house parties is nothing new to any college town. Just the virus has changed.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I saw a TikTok from someone from Illinois, and they're like, they get tested all the time there, which, I mean, if K-State was doing it, you'd find a lot more positive tests, obviously, but you have to show a negative test on your phone to get into any building on campus. And then it's the same thing at the bars. Like bars are all 21 and up in Champaign right now, and you have to show your negative test to get into the bar.
Oh.
So it's kind of interesting. I mean,
is there an expiration date on those tests?
I think like recent, so like within a week probably, or whatever their testing frequency is. So,
man, Gills, you need to make sure that happens in Aggieville, but for herpes, you don't want that in bars. I mean, the COVID could
actually felt really special. These dudes, this one guy named Joel. Joel, if you're listening, I'd like to give Joel a shout out, and Wyatt. I knew Joel. We were talking about Go Power Cat, and then he says, "Hey, this is my friend Ryan." He's like, "Oh, Ryan Gilbert. Hey, I know you from Go Power Cat." So that's the first time in my life that I've met someone who actually knew me from this job.
I really don't believe he's underrated. I mean, the fact of the matter is people look at him and they say, hey, he's got potential. I also have to take this into account. He's smooth. He can ball. I am not saying he cannot ball, okay? But here's the deal. You look at him perform. The game has changed. And that silky smooth, calm, cruise control approach to things, I don't know how effective that's going to be on this level. It might be.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's wild. You've only been here for a few months. I never get that.
Wait till you sign an autograph. Okay.
I'm waiting.
That's not going to happen.
You got my hopes up for nothing.
Maybe I'll ask for an autograph, but that'll have to be after the COVID. That'll be a long time down the road for me. And it won't even be in our studios. I'll just go ahead and announce it here. Our building got sold in downtown Manhattan, and they have other plans for our building. So everything's got to go, including us. So we're going to be moving out into September. If any of those young guys or strong backs want to pitch in and help out, we're there for you. Yeah, we need you. But we'll probably be selling some desks, and I might sell Zach. I don't know. If I can get some good money for Zach, I'm going to sell him. Let's just be honest. I mean, if you're a wealthy person somewhere in our listening audience and you need a permanent pool boy, maybe, I think, Zach could be handy. He can rescue you. He's got lifeguarding experience. He understands chlorine. He understands that if you smell the chlorine, it's pee, and you need to drain the pool and start over because your kids are peeing in the pool.
Don't have to drain it.
Yeah, I'm on a roll. Stop. Zach can probably also go mow the lawn because he has to do that still. He could probably trim the hedges, if you know what I mean. And that means maintain the hedges. And he could probably help out a lot around the house. And I would gladly sell him to you for the right price, but then you have to pay him. Not much. And if you want to, like, once in a while, give him a gift card to B&H Audio, that will keep him really happy. I'll just make him very happy. But everything's got to go. Zach's for sale. Gills is not for sale because he has no associated value yet. Just two drunk guys in Aggieville saying, I listened to the podcast. That doesn't add up. No value. And Fritchen, the cost of providing coffee to maintain Fritchen is probably going to overwhelm any bid. So that's just the way that is. Anyhow, we'll have some desks, and I don't know what else. Probably a monitor or two. We bought a lot. We got a lot of badass TVs in the office. And eventually we'll have a new studio, but there's no reason to get a new studio now when the boss can't go to it. It's all about me, Zach. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about you.
It should be. I'm the boss. I don't like being called the boss. I'd like to be called King Poobah.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
King Poobah. There we go. Hey, Gilbert, are any of your roommates going to come in during this podcast?
Should I get up and lock the door right now?
No, because it's the overtime.
I should.
If they stick their head in and start yelling obscenities, we'll just bleep it out. Or we'll have the seals that I keep here cuss them out.
Okay, we'll leave the door unlocked.
Okay, let's live on the edge. The hell with this. We're sponsored by The Fridge. We're moving forward. Damn it. Go to The Fridge. When you come to town, go to The Fridge. Go to The Fridge. Oh, and subscribe to GoPowerCat.com. 50% ends at the end of the month. So if you've got a calendar and it says August, you can get 50% off of your Go PowerCat annual subscription. Probably should take advantage of it. Football season's about here. Kicking butt around here at Go PowerCat. And then if you flip the calendar to September, I'm talking if like you live in the 80s and have a paper calendar, you flip the calendar to September, special's gone. Don't come crying to me. You've had a whole month of this special. 24/7's growing like crazy. Zach, I find this amazing that during this pandemic, 24/7 has grown to be the largest it's ever been in its 10-year history.
Yeah.
That says what a great job the network's doing. It's just been incredible to be part of it. Anyhow, enough mushy stuff.
Ever since I joined.
Yeah, it's really taken off since Gilbert joined the network. That's it. It's got to be it. I can't think of anything else it could be. Let's get your questions from Wabash Station. Here's Gills.
First question of the podcast from Contra Cat. Pick one team for relegation or elimination from the four major sports.
I'm not understanding this. One team.
From each sport, so like the four major sports, NHL, NFL, NBA, MLB, you have to eliminate or relegate one team from each league and say goodbye.
Okay.
Never again.
Okay. I was in college mode. That's where it threw me off.
Yeah.
Going to the pros now. NFL's got to be Jacksonville, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's my answer.
Major League Baseball. The Yankees, they're pretty worthless. Nobody likes them.
Nah, not the Yankees.
No, I'm kidding. They're pretty valuable. Got it.
Cleveland.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
A lot of Cleveland teams are probably what I'd go with. Like if you're thinking of all of the four leagues, there's three Cleveland teams. You have the Browns, you have the Cavaliers, and you have the Indians. I feel like one of those teams can go. It doesn't matter which sport, but Cleveland should probably have only two pro teams and not three.
What if we got rid of Cleveland? Not in an athletic sense. We just got rid of Cleveland.
It wouldn't be tough.
Well, we got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that we got to move. I'm not sure.
If it's Nashville.
I'm not sure.
Maybe not the right spot, but
Cleveland got that. It's like I think I want to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm like, oh, Cleveland. I'm sure it's a nice town. I'm sure. I'm sure Canada would take him in. It's kind of like international realignment. Like, I would like to have Vancouver. We'll take Vancouver, and you guys can have most of Ohio. That sounds fair. Look at that.
Do we get to keep Cedar Point?
No.
That's my only request.
They can have Cedar Point because... no, go with me. I feel like Canada would have less stringent safety laws. Like, I don't know. I feel like Canada would take bigger risks because it's Canada. I have no basis for that argument.
I would go completely the opposite. Each their own.
But just think of it. Canada, if you had like Ohio, that would be like a putting your thumb on the United States. And think of the southern weather cities you'd have by having Ohio. Suddenly Toledo is a beach destination for Canadians. Hard to believe, but it happened. Cedar Point out there on the lakes. People would love it. Anyhow, NHL. I don't know enough about the NHL. I don't.
Well, think about it this way. There's another Ohio team that it was an expansion team. You really only forget it. You don't really remember them. They're pretty forgettable. The Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yep. I like it.
Would anybody be upset if they weren't in the NHL anymore? And I got to say, it's no. It's just, they're there. They exist.
This is the weirdest expansion.
You could move them anywhere.
Why?
It's so strange. I mean, Columbus is one of those markets that has like the biggest. I mean, if you took away the Blue Jackets, I think they would be the largest market without a pro sports team, and I think they would even be ahead of Austin. Austin's the biggest right now, and Austin's about to get MLS. I mean, they're not a major 4, major 5, but yeah, I don't really get the Columbus Blue Jackets. For me, that'd be my one that I'd get rid of.
I'm with you. So we've gotten rid of you voted on the Cleveland Indians, which I got no problem with. They refused to change their mascot. Let's kick them out. Fair enough. Then Jacksonville and Columbus. NBA.
Don't tell me you want to get rid of Dean Wade. Don't say that.
I didn't say that.
Well, you want to get rid
play
of the
for
Cavs?
A different organization? No, we don't get rid of the Cavs. The Cavs can stay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to go Memphis.
That's a good one. Move them back to Vancouver.
And then we get Vancouver. There we go. That's great.
There you go. I kind of want to say Portland. Portland's one of those other cities you kind of forget about. It's kind of similar to Columbus, the only pro team in their city outside of soccer. But then again, you get rid of another team out of the Pacific Northwest. So I don't know if you can do that to them. But then again, it's the Pacific Northwest. I've never been there. I don't know if I want to go there. I certainly haven't benefited from the Portland Trailblazers from existing. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's valid. Gills, you got any thoughts on this?
I mean, the Trailblazers are pretty good, though, Zach.
Actually, I have a different one. I have another one.
Yeah, there we go. Never mind.
Another city that's even worse than Portland as far as for having a team. They're on the West Coast. It is the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento should not have a team.
I would tend to agree with this.
And they should be in Kansas City, but also if Sacramento still has the Kings, that lets Kansas City be the Monarchs, and that would be way cooler than the Kings. I got to say.
I saw someone on Twitter suggest that Sacramento move to Kansas City because the Kings make sense in Kansas City. Obviously, it was a young person not realizing they were in Kansas City. That's why they're named the Kings. It was like, this is one of the worst takes I've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
And that says a lot because there's a lot of bad takes on Twitter. But, the Kings, that'd be perfect for Kansas City.
And they didn't know that the Kings built a brand new arena like 3 years ago?
Yeah, well.
I mean.
But I do think the NBA team should be the Monarchs in Kansas City.
Yeah. What would a hockey team in Kansas City? What should they be called? I have a good name, but it's very corny.
Okay, go.
Frozen Fountains.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's good but corny, am I right?
Yeah. I like using, I don't know, like the ice cows. I'm into that. Just something outlandish. Frozen fountains.
Sounds minor league. Like not even like AHL. Mm-hmm. Like that's like dollar beers.
Fine.
In the Independence Event Center hockey.
Fine.
Next question, another one from Contra Cat. Who are you rooting for in the NBA playoff bubble?
I don't give a I give no
Wow, we're just gonna cuss.
I give no about the NBA bubble. None. I don't like the NBA regular. And you know what? You repackage it in a bubble. You put the NBA in bubble wrap. I still don't give a about the NBA. I give zero about the NBA.
yeah, he's actually going to bleep stuff out now. Oh, my God.
Zero, absolutely no given about the NBA.
Oh, my gosh. That's like 6 bleeps, I think.
I don't care who wins the NBA. We all lose because the NBA's playing.
Oh, my gosh. Make him stop. Oh, the bleeps. The bleeps. Make them stop.
Anyhow, that's how
wow.
That's how I feel. Right there.
I think part of it for me this year is the Warriors. I don't want to say I'm a Warriors bandwagon fan, but they've been so good. They've been a staple of the NBA for the last few years. I feel like they should be in the conversation. It just feels weird not having them there with Steph Curry. I'm also, this stems back from me being a Thunder fan. I'm still a Thunder fan, but when KD left, I was much less interested in watching the Thunder every night, considering they lose half the time, Are you
a KD fan?
Yeah, I like KD. I just think he's been
you then.
Wow, we're just I'm not going to cuss on this family-friendly episode here. I will say fits the bleeps.
Ruined the NBA, buddy. Come on, man.
Jeez. I did not like when KD left the Thunder to go win a cheap championship or two.
Yep, me neither.
I don't like that. And I think that I don't like that he plays for Brooklyn, and I don't like that he's made of glass and hasn't played for 2 years or however long he hasn't played. He could have stayed in Oklahoma City, and been a legend for forever. He could come back. He's just like Nebraska, like we talk about. He could come begging the Thunder to take him back, and they would, and they'd love him. He can do whatever he wants to Oklahoma City.
Weren't your fans like burning his jerseys and stuff?
They do that to anyone. Cleveland. Hey! Cleveland did that to LeBron, and what did LeBron do? He came back and delivered them a championship. So thank you very much to that. They love LeBron.
You think he'll deliver a championship to OKC?
I think he would. I really think that the head. Yes, he stayed around longer. They got rid of Harden, obviously, and they kept Westbrook. But I think that eventually they could have made it work, or maybe they should have gotten rid of Russ and tried keeping KD around and keeping KD happy. But
probably
obviously,
no idea what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, obviously, I'm cheering for the Thunder, but they're going to lose to Houston like they always do. So, what's the point?
You guys still talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Counting your bleeps.
I hope I remember to get them all.
Yeah, I hope you did too.
The humans will be right back.
Getting the crew together isn't as easy as it used to be. We get it. Life comes at you fast. But trust us, your pals are desperate for a good hang. And when they hear you stock the party with drinks from Drizzly, they'll be banging down your door. Let Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery, take care of the supplies. All you need is an excuse. It doesn't even have to be a good one. It's your dog's birthday. The loquats are finally ripe. Whatever. With Drizzly, you can compare prices on a massive selection of beer, wine, and spirits and get them delivered straight to your door. Which means you can entice the crew to leave their houses without ever leaving yours. Whatever the occasion, download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
With Blue Link Plus, you can access your Hyundai Tucson Limited remotely. Doors unlocked, temperature set, lost car found.
There it is.
Get complimentary class-leading Blue Link Plus. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
The ads are done. Speak Humans.
Next question of the podcast from Who for KSU. If K-State had Mount Rushmore of all sports, who would be on it and why?
Bill Snyder.
Bill Snyder is on it.
Bill Snyder 1.0 and 2.0.
Wow.
Let's see.
2 different pairs of glasses there.
I think
2 different windbreakers.
I think you do the Mount Rushmore of coaches, and you're fine. I mean, you put Snyder up there. You put Tex Winter up there. Probably put Jack Hartman up there. And you put Cliff Rivelto up there just because he's a badass.
Kind of crazy that you have basketball coaches and then your one outsider is your track and field coach. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying how kind of crazy it is that that's the other sport that, K-State's able to be known at.
Let's focus
and not even that, just internationally.
Athletes, football. Wow, it's so hard, guys. How do you get it down to 4?
Michael Bishop?
Yeah, you got to put Mike up there. You got to put Colin up there probably.
I don't know about that.
Gary Spaney probably goes up.
Darren Sproles goes up.
Mark Semino's got to go up there too. He's in
Jordy Nelson.
College football fame. How big is our Mount Rushmore?
I don't know.
Oh. Well,
do you want to expand it?
I can't do this, Hoove. I can't do it. I'm having brain problems. Plus, I'm thrown off by an NBA question, and I'm still angry.
Okay, if you build 4, but then you get to build a crazy horse of K-State sports, who's the crazy horse of K-State sports? It gets a full body and a horse treatment.
A full body and a horse.
Yeah.
Crazy horse that would be Eric Kennard. There we go. Because
is he technically the gold medalist now?
I think he is.
Or did they leave it vacant? Or is the gold medal vacant?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's vacant.
I think it's just vacant.
I don't really think it's possible just to pick 4. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing. We can do coaches. We can do football. We can do basketball. We could do other sports. But I don't know, man. Just put Bill Snyder up there. Just let him have his own, like the Washington Monument. Take that Snyder statue we have right now, but make it. Zach, you're the owner of many interesting little bits of trivia. How tall is the Washington Monument?
555 feet.
Okay, that sounds good. It seems like it was totally crap. But make a Bill Snyder statue 555 feet tall. We don't need Mount Rushmore. We got Mount Snyder. And that's all that really counts. Next question.
Next question is from Who for KSU. If you had to team up with one other media member that covers K-State in a tag team Royal Rumble, who would it be and why? What would your team name be?
Oh, boy.
I'm going to go with Chris Lilly.
Yeah, that's not bad.
We're the TV tag team. I don't know. I feel like we've been around the longest in the back just with our cameras, so that's who I'd go with.
I'm going to pick Sully.
Ooh.
I'm going to pick Sully out of Topeka. I feel like the California Kid and what would be my nickname? The King of P. That'd be it. Because I pee a lot. That's really a bad marketing for wrestling, but I'd wear yellow shorts all the time so you didn't have to see the pee. Gills, would you pick Kellis Robinette?
I was thinking Greg Woods because we've balled up at the rec a few times. So
he's not a member of the K-State media anymore.
We're getting rid of him.
We're getting rid of him.
Out.
It's going to Idaho, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Idaho Falls. You know why they're called Idaho Falls? Because it's really slippery there. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Yeah.
Probably move on after that one.
Next question is from KM Wildcat. Coffee, yeah or nay?
I am.
You know that's yay, right?
Well, he spelt it so I'm going to say
That's yeah has an H on it.
That is not how you spell
Hey,
yay.
shorthand, why do you have a keyboard and you write tomorrow TMRO, okay? It's the same way you're writing yay.
Yay is Y-A-Y,
Yeah.
Zach. I'm very sorry. Or KM Wildcat, whoever this is.
That's I know that I'm right, and you're going to tell me I'm right.
Fitz?
I can't wait for Fitz to weigh in.
Unbelievable. When your powers combine, you are somehow even more stupid than the sum of your stupids.
Thank you.
Go on.
I just want to answer the question. And I love caffeine more than anything in the world, but I despise coffee so much.
He's right, you know.
I can't drink it. I can hardly smell it at times. Hey, here's a coffee-infused beer. Hey, here's a giant pile of There we go, Zach. I got in another one.
Because I have no self-control, and I hate myself.
I'm not into coffee.
I don't like coffee.
No.
I don't like coffee. Smells fine, I guess. I'm not going to drink it. Sorry.
That went slightly better than the worst it could have possibly gone, so...
Gills, are you a coffee guy?
No, sir.
What if
you think I would be because I'm a college student. But...
What if I took a cup of hot water and soaked pinto beans in it? Would you drink that? Because it's just... who came up with this idea? Just a bad bean. Who came up with this? We're going to take coffee beans and stick them in hot water and make something to drink. What evil bastard came up with this idea? I mean, probably the same ones that take like the coffee beans and let bats eat them, and then the bats crap them out. Then you make coffee out of them. I mean, the coffee people aren't right in the head. Same with tea people. Here's some leaves. We soak some leaves in water and drink it. No. I want my drinks to either be made of fruit or chemicals, like America Minute.
Oh, man, probably going to get some letters about that, huh?
It's probably the same people that took a plant and decided to smoke it.
That's fine. That's okay.
Stoned off my ass.
I mean, seriously, what brilliant person said, hey, let's take potatoes and make them, I don't know what accent that is. It's not Russian. Let's make it vodka. I don't know. That's brilliant. But putting beans in water to make coffee? Come on, man. Why? Why would you do that?
It's exhausting. I gotta take an angry nap.
I don't understand. No, it's a nay. It's a nay from the entire cast, and Pritchin doesn't get a vote.
No offense.
None taken.
Next question from Contra Cat. Gravy. Are you a fan? And best application of gravy?
The longest time I wasn't a gravy fan. Didn't really like it. I still don't really like sausage and gravy. It's kind of weird to me, but yeah, I'll do gravy. I like gravy for dipping chicken tenders in, like at Dairy Queen or Sonic. Solid move.
So you get chicken tenders from Dairy Queen and Sonic. I think that's your first problem, Zach.
This is not a chicken tender argument here. We're talking about dipping sauces.
He would love to get gravy. He would love to dip his Raising Cane's strips in gravy, but they don't offer it.
Yeah.
Set myself up for that one.
Yeah. I didn't really like biscuits and gravy either for the longest time, but I'll do biscuits and gravy. It's fine.
I'm not a biscuits and gravy guy, but I do like gravy.
I don't really like gravy on mashed potatoes. I'll say that.
Wow, that's kind of weird. That's where it belongs.
Yeah. Brown gravy at KFC, I'll do, but, generally no gravy on mashed potatoes. Just put some nice garlic and butter in it.
This is what this sounds like to me. You like gravy, but not on mashed potatoes. It's the equivalent of saying, I like sex, but not with other people.
What'd you say?
I'm just saying.
The two got to go together.
You can eat mashed potatoes without gravy, and it's fine. Okay. If you cook mashed potatoes right, they don't need gravy.
Okay, fair enough. But I like gravy. Gills, are you a gravy person?
I'll eat it, but I'm not a huge fan. Yeah. I'm not a fan of biscuits and gravy at all. Like, that's the one thing, if I eat that, I'll just feel like crap, like two bites in.
Amen. I can eat it, but then I just feel like I got a nap for the next 3 days. I just feel awful.
Next question from Ema Wildcat 82. Best sub sandwich chain for you all. I'm all in on Jersey Mike's. Gotta have it Mike's way. Plus get quote unquote shore points and prompt service.
I've only eaten at Jersey Mike's in airports, so I don't feel like that's a fair. Where does it always end up? Is it Vegas that always end up at the Jersey Mike's? I mean, there's some airport that's like always near the gate, and I always end up eating it. And it's okay, but it's an airport, so I understand not to judge them by that. I'm a Good Sense guy. I'm a true believer in Good Sense. I love Good Sense. I think they got the best bread, the best meats. That's like Mr. Good Sense. I'm sad that the one out east closed in Manhattan. COVID got it. So
I like Good Sense. I've gotten kind of tired of Good Sense lately. I had Firehouse the other day. Actually, during Kleiman's press conference, I was eating Firehouse off camera.
Nice.
And I always have my camera off, but I was eating Firehouse during the press conference. And that time, I've always said that the bread at Firehouse is a little too sweet for me, but that time it was like, it tasted good. I was like, maybe I need to do this a little more.
I like
Plus,
Firehouse.
it comes hot. It comes hot, and I'm starting to like that a lot more. I had Jersey Mike's the first time, actually, like 3 weeks ago down in Wichita. I was doing something, and we stopped there, and I actually love that. I wouldn't say it was prompt service by any means. They were pretty slow. There was some dude in front of us that was just ordering, seemed like for the whole office, and didn't know what everybody wanted, really, and it was kind of a pain. And we're just like, we want to get our sandwiches and go. You don't have that many ingredients on the thing, so. But it was very tasty. I'd love to have one in Manhattan. It'd probably be my go-to. I wish Planet Sub was still here, because I don't really remember ever eating it, because I wasn't into subs when it was still here.
It was good.
But yeah,
you know what else was good?
Planet Sub.
Which COVID got that one too.
COVID got it. Yep.
Just sucks.
Gills, what are your thoughts on subs?
So they don't have it here in Manhattan, but Penn Station, you guys have heard of that?
No.
There's one right by my house in OP. Pretty good sub. So any of my Kansas Cityans, I would recommend that.
Well, I like Potbelly as well. Potbelly's good.
I'm not a fan of Potbelly. And I'm not a fan of Good Sense, Fitz. I'm sorry.
Really?
It's bland and average, and nothing to me sticks out about it. I'd go with Firehouse before I went with the Good Sense.
I like Firehouse a lot, but I think they use MSG because it gets my stomach pretty good every time. Great sandwiches, though. I'll let you put that picture in your head.
What?
Last question of the podcast from Wizard6294. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Would you put blueberries on pizza? Strawberries on pizza? Any other fruit on pizza? Why is pineapple so special? Why?
Yeah.
Just because
you make a good point there, Fitz.
You wanted something tropical? I mean, I feel like pineapple on pizza was created by some stoners that didn't have enough ingredients to make their pizza. So they're like, dude, let's put some pineapple on it. Oh, man. And then they thought it was really good. And then they can't unring that bell. They told everyone it was good. Now it tastes like freaking pineapple on pizza. That's just my thought, though. You can put pineapple on your pizza. Hell, you can put feces on your pizza. I don't care. If I'm not eating that pizza, I'm not eating that pizza. Pineapple with pork and bacon and, I mean, I don't care what you put on your pizza. Gills, did you deliver any pineapple pizzas in your long, illustrious delivery career?
We did. Or I did, yeah. But we had it's called a luau pizza. Yeah. Luau?
Yeah.
So it had pineapples on it. That's pretty popular. Yeah. So people do like them. I'm not a fan, but I'm not going to get mad at you or hate you for it. But I think it does belong on a pizza, even though I'm not a fan.
Wrong. I don't know if it belongs, but I don't really care. You can have it. I'm not going to eat it. Just like Fitz.
I mean, you can have it. I'm just going to judge you. Like you're a freak.
Oh, I won't judge you. You can do whatever you want.
The judge-free zone.
Yeah.
I mean, let's think of some other things that probably could go on a pizza, but we don't put it on there. Nails. Wood chips. And the aforementioned feces. Speaking of feces, that's it for the Power Cat Overtime podcast. Hope this crap was enjoyable for you because we had fun doing it. It's been an interesting week here at Go Power Cat. Football season's nearing. Make sure you subscribe. Remember to subscribe before the end of August. How the end of August is almost here, I'm not quite understanding, but I am told it is right around the corner.
You've been listening to the Power Cat Overtime Podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor. Power Cat Podcast. All rights reserved. GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street Publishing.
You ready to ride? I thought you'd never ask.
It's the untold story of the greatest American lawman.
I'm warning you, your wicked days are done.
Lawman, Bass Reeves' new original series, now streaming exclusively on Paramount+.